Hi everyone, so as promised, here is a tour of our motorhome, which is the Dethleffs Alpa 6820. So, as you can see, just in the back here, absolutely fantastic van for us, which we'll show you the layout and show you why we like it. Its dimensions, just to give you an idea, 7.3 metres in length, and it's 2.3 metres wide. It's a bit higher than most vans, so it is 3.2 meters high. We have the actual rear suspension on it as well, so it's coming in at 4.8 tons. But the reason for the height, and I'm going to show you from the outside first, then we'll go inside, is this. So the key thing for me, obviously to get it, is the garage. Well, it's not full at the moment because we're waiting to pick up our bike racks to go inside, but as you can see, fantastic size. You can get over 250 kilos within this. You've got some handy little storage areas, obviously for under there, obviously tonic, of course, with a gin, but the bikes are actually going to go in. The storage is going to go here. You've got to move configuration slightly wrong, but we'll have the 2 electric bikes in here, and obviously the table, chairs, mats, the usual stuff for when we go away. But obviously one of the big selling points obviously is the garage itself. So moving along, it's a double floor, so as you can see, loads more space. It goes right through to the other side of the van, which is great. You've got your water. Again, these just nice little catches, just makes it a little bit easier, just obviously getting in and out. With a double floor, the wires actually go in underneath as well to protect it, which is great. So this sits on the Fiat Ducato. This is 160 brake horse, as you can see, with the newer steering wheel. It's fine. As I say, it's absolutely fine to drive. I wouldn't want it any lighter than 160 brake horse, to be honest, but it works really well. So it is an overcab, as you can see. So obviously we've got the bedrooms over there, and then you can do it at the back as well. But what we do like about it is the fact that, like a lot of overcabs, you have the hump and it drops down, where this, what we've done, we just wanted it to be smooth all the way across. Obviously with the awning as well, and we've put a strip light all the way along the awning to keep it bright, because if you're talking about, you know, five little things you don't like about motorhomes, one of them is probably the door light, which is pretty much useless, to be honest, on that. So coming around, again from the other side, you can see the locker where I was just at, your toilets, don't need to look at that, gas, and again just that little storage, as you can see here, just makes things just a little bit easier. Little things like this do make a difference. We're lucky we're still on the light bottles, but obviously they're now going, but as you can see, you can easily obviously put the 6 kilos in. I'll be even surprised if I cannot get the heavier ones in as well, which is good. And then obviously again to the garage as well. What I do like, obviously we've got the rear lounge, which we'll see. So obviously we have the nice window cut at the back, and obviously the cameras for driving, which is great because I can switch the positions in them to have one right down for when I'm getting very close to any posts, and then one obviously a little bit further away, which acts as a bit of a rear view mirror. As I mentioned, we do have the air suspension on it, really easy to work, which is just here, the gold Schmitz, and it is as simple as decompress and then compress from that. So we've got it raised up. It does help a bit of leveling because we're on a slight slope, and then before I drive off I'll set it back down. But that's the external, obviously automatic step. But nice thing is, let's go inside and let's take a look in the interior. And I'll hand you over to Mrs. Forrester, who can show you the interior.
My name. Right, so let me show you around. So inside we've got the Aldi heating system, which has proved invaluable this weekend. It's very, very warm in here, very, very cosy. So as you can see, we've got the coat hooks as you come in, which is a nice added extra that we've not had before. Always wondered about where we put those coats when we come back in after a day's walking. Mirror on the other side, so you can check out what you look like before you exit the van in the morning. We have a oven and a full fridge freezer, and one of the perks of this fridge freezer, which James loves, is that it opens from both sides. So when he's sat on the sofa of an evening, he doesn't have to get up and move to get something out of the fridge. This is what sold it to me. This is what I was looking for. So this is our rear lounge. Really, really comfortable, home from home, and with the surrounding windows we get lovely views of wherever we're parked up. Then we've got our kitchen with lots of storage facilities which lock when we are moving, so we don't have to worry about cupboard doors flying open. Lots of space for dishing up meals of an evening, and the 3-ringed hob, gas hob. Then through this door is our bedroom.
I will just be the
and
beautiful assistant.
Bathroom. So we've got a full-size walk-in shower, which is very, very powerful, and the water heats up in no time, providing lots of hot water. How much water does the van hold?
I would like to say 160 litres of fresh water and 140 waste, but I'll have to check the spec sheet.
So plenty of water.
Plenty for my showers.
For showers in the morning. Then on the other side, we've got the bathroom. So the toilet, sink, lots of mirrored storage. Mirror there, great for doing your makeup in the morning, and a full length mirror on the back of the door. So they haven't skimped on the mirrors in this van. Lots of places to hang things, and storage below the sink as well. And plenty of space. I have to say, when this door is closed and you're getting ready, there is lots of space to get ready. It feels very comfortable getting ready in here in the morning. And here are our beds. So our beds, first time we've had the beds up high like this. Was wondering how we were going to get on, but I have to say I have slept like a log these last 2 nights in the van. Best night's sleep I've had in any of the vans that we've had. And what I'm looking forward to in the summer is that there's lots of skylights in here, and obviously because we're up high we can have the window open all night, so there'll be lots of air going through the van. Right, we've got here, we've got wardrobe storage, obviously the steps here that we use to get in and out of bed. Above that we've got a drawer for more storage. I have to say this van does not scrimp on storage space, and another wardrobe space in there. So we can go back out into the main living area where you can see James relaxing on the sofa. Like I said, the rear lounge is what sold it to us. This is what we were looking for. It is a home away from home.
And what's nice, especially like when you've got friends here, is obviously you've got the table, which literally you just open it, press it down, and all of a sudden
presto,
you've got a much bigger table there. So it's really,
as our friends have said, they can imagine themselves sitting around there with a glass of gin and a pack of cards, having a great evening.
Nice thing as well is the table with the handle, which
He's still learning how to work things in the van, I have to say. After 2 days.
can move across. Helps if I do it properly, but you get the gist. Hang on a minute, it's easier to just move around, isn't it?
So we've got storage above all of the sofa as well, runs all the way around. Lots of storage, and an added bonus at the back here, beautiful lamps at the back, giving it that homely feeling. But we've also got storage behind the seats.
With some new decorations in that we'll be putting up next time. Like Christa said, the great thing about the van, obviously we're being high up, especially in the summer and especially in Europe, is just being that higher, having the windows a bit higher up, and obviously you can have them open. There's, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skylights, the vans, and there's lights galore. Within that we've got LED lights that run all the way across that you can turn off, dim, etc. I think it'd be quite nice when the dark nights didn't, just with this little trim just lit up in the van itself. Obviously the TV, etc., with a soundbar. Big up to Avtex, I think they're probably the best in the market for this. But what's nice is getting access to everything inside the van. So as Christa showed you the fridge and the fridge freezer. But what's nice is the extra storage. So we have the Aldi central heating system, which is actually in this one here. So it actually, as it heats up all the flooring underneath as well. And look, there's obviously a different conversation between do you have Aldi or do you have wet central heating or dry central heating. We've had both, and we can certainly say wet central heating is a lot better. It takes longer to heat, but once it's there, it's just like central heating in your house. For me, the dry heating kept giving me sore throats all the time. But let me show you the other storage. So you've got a little storage here. You've then got, and this is where things can be handy. So we've got our shoe cabinet and slippers closer to the heating. So if they're wet, they can dry out. Obviously, a little bit of a food cupboard, that's the advantage. Obviously, with the double floor. Access here to grey waste. So if you're going to put any tablets or anything in like that in it. Helps if I put the underneath the bath mat, which will further ahead. Then access to the fresh waste. As Christa mentioned, obviously the bed. This just like comes down, nice and simple. And up you go into the bed. There's plenty of room. Question is, can you sit up at the end of it? We had that asked on the site with someone looking at the van. You can't sit up at the end because of the way the dip comes down, but you can switch obviously around, so you could have your pillars here, and you could obviously I wouldn't say sit up fully, but you would be able to sort of slouch up if you want to read a book, etc. But your lights and USB chargers are at the end. From that, to be honest, I can get a bit claustrophobic. I've not struggled in it. I'm over 6 foot, well, just about over 6 foot, and I've been fine. And all you do is when you're ready to go, as you say, put that across. What I like is say we cut it across, but it all links together as well, so it's very, very sturdy. So all you do, put them back, unlock it, slide it across, push back, and then you are in to the cab. Very nice. Another thing that I do like, and these are the little things on motorhomes that, even though, you know, the rear lounge sells it, the big garage sells it, you know, having a separate fridge freezer, everyone's got their own little things that they like. You know, for me, it's the little things like the on and off buttons for before you're travelling, all locked. That's the cupboards now locked, so as I'm sure the people who drive them know, yeah, you go around that bend too fast and everything's coming out. Also, another little thing that I absolutely loved was this. So if you take the shower tray out, do you have one plug, two plugs? because if you're not level, then obviously you know what it's like to get the water out. But just a central one with a drain everywhere going down, which is great. And obviously there's heating in the shower as well. So so that's it. That's the Alpa 6820. Oh, couple of clocks, obviously with your 12E 230, showing you the temperatures in the van, what your battery positions are, which is great, how much water and waste that you've got in the van, and your pump as well. Then up here we've got an aerial on the roof, so obviously that's third air, and then obviously the Aldi central heat system all controlled there as well. Tons of space, as Christa mentioned, waving, slumming it up. All here. I'm not sure what's in this cupboard.
My clothes.
Clothes. That's me getting a nod to say do not open that one, so you can probably guess what type of clothes. But we have the Wi-Fi, the motorhome Wi-Fi on the roof as well, and that's just stored in there. So we're really enjoying this van so far. We hope you like it. If there's any questions and queries, then just drop us a message, and hopefully we'll meet some of you soon on the rallies and the shows or at other campsites. Come and say hello, and happy to show you around and answer any questions and queries. So apart from that, hope
come
you
and
enjoy.
join us for a drink.
Come and join us for a drink. We always have plenty of gin and beer, so don't worry about that. But apart from that, hope you enjoyed the van. I know some of you seen it at the NEC show, so it's obviously back of a load of the snagging completed, and it's a few little things that we have to take back just to get fixed again on that. But apart from that, everything is working so well from it, and the space we absolutely love. So obviously, for people looking at it, you do need to be on the higher license, so you can't drive it if you've just got a 3.5 ton license. That's just something to bear in mind. But when
so can I just say congratulations to James, who retook his driving test to be able to drive this van in a week and pass first time. So well done, James.
Thank you. Yeah, so at least we can get away in it now, because when we bought it we couldn't. So there we go. So we hope you enjoyed the van, and we'll see you all sometime soon. Bye for now.
Bye.